Let him die.
What's up guys, Zareth here, and I am bringing you some patch 5.0.4. It's the new patch that just came out today, and I am really loving my frost decay at the moment. They're pretty good. So I said I'd bring an instructional PvP video, so these are my thoughts on what a frost decay can look like in this patch. So what I did is I reforged into mostly Haste, and most of the gear now has the PvP resilience and PvP power on it, but I also noticed that it has Haste and Mastery, so everything that wasn't either Haste or Mastery I reforged to Haste or Mastery. So for example, this had Mastery and Expertise. I reforged the Expertise to Haste, which I might end up taking that off and getting Expertise capped. I'm gonna actually go do that right now. So a few things that I noticed: the hit chance, it went down to 3%, so that's the melee soft cap now. But yeah, I also noticed in my BG that the BG that I did, Frost Decay should be Expertise capped now because they get parried and dodged a lot. So I have to fix that. Oh god, I am lagging. This is terrible. Why am I lagging so bad? Oh well. Whatever. But yes, Frost Decays need Expertise now. So I'm gonna give that a try and see how it works out. And if it doesn't work out, then I'll just reforge back. It's no big deal. So I'm gonna try to fix these frame rates. Hold on. Oh, it's better now. It's like every time I move. So that's Mastery. I think I want to go more with Haste because it seems to be better at the moment. So 1.2. I'm gonna reforge that back. Expertise. That's close enough. I'm Expertise capped now. So I ended up reforging into all Haste and Mastery. So for example, I didn't reforge that one because I need to be Expertise capped. That has Haste and Mastery. This, I reforged the, I kept it Expertise because I needed to be capped. I reforged the hit to Haste, and in this one I reforged Critical Strike to Mastery because you don't really need Critical Strike as a Frost Decay since you get the procs, which do instant crits, and I didn't reforge that one because it's Haste and Mastery. I reforged the hit on that one to Haste. I reforged hit to Mastery, and then crit to Mastery. Then on this I reforged crit to Mastery, and then crit to Mastery again, then hit to Haste. And on my weapon I left it Haste. I'm going to try both Haste and Mastery to see which one's better, but for the moment I think I'm going to go for Haste because I need the runic regeneration since I'm using Frost Presence. Yes, nowadays Frost Presence is better because for Frost Decays you now get the increased runic power generation and reduction of the Frost Strike by 15, which is pretty big. So you can Frost Strike quite often. And I've also noticed that Obliterate's hitting a lot harder than it was before, so I've started using Obliterate again. And the way I use it is I get my diseases on, and then I use Obliterate when it instant procs. So that's what I've been doing for that. I think the Control Undead ability is really cool because you can use it on undead targets in PvP, so I like that. Now, talent-wise, I went into Plague Leech because it's basically like it's like the Blood Tap, I think, or is that Blood Tap? Rune Tap. It's like the Rune Tap, I think. Whatever one gave you the depleted rune. I went into that because that was pretty big for me when I wanted to strangulate someone. So I ended up going into that, and then I went into Lichborn because Lichborn healing is ridiculous right now, guys. You get 2 Lichborns off and you get all the way back up. But if you Lichborn while you're using AMS, all the magic damage you take becomes runic power, so you can Lich back up to full, which is awesome. So I ended up going into Death's Advance because that's such an OP talent right now. It's amazing. You move 10% faster passively, and movement impairing effects may not reduce you below 70% movement speed. That is ridiculous. That's so good. I tried Asphyxiate, and the stun is nice, but having Strangulate and Strangulate and being able to go into Death's Advance, that's really cool. So I ended up going into Death Pact because it only drains the minion for 50% of its health, and it heals you for 50% of your maximum health, which is a buff from what it was before. So that's a lot better than Death Siphon. I tried that out. It's not very good. In conversion, that's like, it depletes your resources, which I don't see as being very, very good. So finally I went into Runic Empowerment, and that one's pretty good. It activates whenever you land a Death Strike, Frost Strike, or Rune Strike, you have a 45% chance to activate a random fully depleted rune. I really liked that, so I ended up going into that tree. So yeah, I will be doing a BG. Just for right now, I am gonna finish with this, what I think is good in this patch. So I'm gonna figure out why I'm lagging so bad as well. It's not bad anymore, but anyways, for glyphs, I ended up going into Glyph of Dark Sakor for at least this patch because there's no arenas. So for BGs, that's like the Warrior Victory Rush, which is pretty cool. So I ended up going into that for now. I'm going to try out a few different ones. Glyph of Strangulate, which most people know, increases your silence duration by 2 seconds when you interrupt something. Glyph of Anti-Magic Shell causes your Anti-Magic Shell to absorb all incoming magical damage up to the absorption limit. I like that one, I think. It gives you more time to, it gives you more uptime, I think. If you're like low and you use Anti-Magic Shell, you won't lose any health against magic damage, which is pretty good. But I think I'm going to end up trying Glyph of Death and Decay because it reduces the movement speed of enemies within the radius by 50%, which is pretty good. So I'm going to give that one a try once I get a Dust of Disappearance. And I might go with the Icy Touch because it dispels one magic effect from the target. That's awesome. Being able to dispel. And what's the other one? Unholy Command. Dealing a killing blow. It resets the cooldown of your death grip. Finally, it doesn't matter what you go in your minor glyphs, but I want to use Path of Frost because it reduces fall damage. So yeah, guys, this BG is starting, so I will put this one in the next video. So like, favorite, subscribe, and I will see you guys next video. Thanks guys, talk to you later.